What's going on, everyone? I hope you are ready for the weekend just as I am ready to share with you some recent military news from the past week. So, drop them, spread them, and cough, because this is the debrief. So starting out the debrief, the first piece of news we have is the Army versus Navy game. Last Saturday, December 9th, the Army Black Knights have defeated the Navy 17-11 in their yearly meet-up. Now, I think the Army versus Navy game is a very interesting topic because we are literally giving the responsibility and reputation of a very large organization to literally people that haven't even spent time in the military. They've been at a military academy the entire time. I think it's a little silly. To be honest, what I would rather want to watch to represent which branch reigns supreme is you take two bald basic trainees wearing blue jeans, running shoes, dog tags on the outside of their grunt style t-shirt that they picked up on sale at the shopette and have those dudes fight each other in an alleyway. And whoever reigns on top, whoever dukes it out and becomes the winner, that is which branch takes the reputation of being the best branch for that year. I think that sounds way cooler than having some college kids literally play foosball in order to determine which branch is better. Now, obviously, we have a large spirit of competition within the military, but in my opinion, I wish it was actual military people, not just cadets. But that's the way of the world, and that is the first piece. So congratulations, Army, for taking it this year, and we are going to continue to keep it, because Navy is dumb. Moving on. Next piece of news. The House of Representatives has passed the highest pay increase in the last 22 years for our service members. Now, at first glance, I was like, oh, this is super cool. Congratulations. More money equals more happy, right? But upon closer inspection, according to the Military Times, they break it down. For an enlisted military member ranked E4 with 3 years in service, the 5.2% pay increase, so this is a 5.2% pay increase a year, will mean about $1,700 more in the next year take-home pay compared to their 2023 paychecks. For senior enlisted and junior officers, the hike equals around $3,000 more, and for 04, for officer with an 04 rank with 12 years of service, it's more than $5,400 in extra pay over 2024. Now, I broke down these numbers, and in my opinion, service members work 24/7. Sometimes you have to come in on the weekends. Sometimes you have to work through the night. Sometimes you never know when you have to come into work. So for me, pay is 24/7. So if you take $1,700 that the E4 is going to make, and you divide that by 365 days, you are making, get ready, drum roll, please, $4.86 more a day than you used to. And if you break that down hourly, you get a 38-cent pay raise per hour.
Money, money.
Money! Wow. House of Representatives, you really know how to take care of them. Wow, that's a lot of extra cheddar. But I don't want to sound like an ass, because $1,700 or more for an E4 then is more than $1,700 that they're not getting. So at least these guys are getting something, but it's nothing worth patting yourself on the back. So if you are part of the House of Representatives, if you are part of the guys organizing this and you think that you are doing these guys a service and you are literally making them owe you their life, you're really not, but it's a nice gesture. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into this bill that is on Joe Biden's desk currently. Hasn't been signed, so this isn't official yet, but we will be monitoring this closely because, to me, this is big news. We will keep you guys up to date, but literally, there is a lot more that goes into this bill than just pay. So we will see what happens, and we will see if it ends up getting approved. Now, moving on to our final piece of news. A news article by the Federal News Network says military struggles to bring Gen Z into the armed forces. This article is kind of a no-brainer. Now, a little bit of background on Gen Z. So, if you are Gen Z, you are considered to be born, and this is an estimation, of course, to be born from 1997 to 2012. You were born into a digital age. You had social media and smartphones when you came onto this planet. Now, they only know Snapchat and Instagram. They don't bully each other, they cyber bully each other. And what sounds like absolute hell to someone that has been putting TikTok dances as a special skill on their resumes? Going 8 weeks, leaving for basic training, being told what to do, what to wear, when to eat, how to shit, and literally not being with their phone for 8 weeks. I think that sounds like absolute hell to somebody who is Gen Z. Now, the military is at an all-time history low for recruiting numbers. They are just not making it. It is apparent that people do not want to join the military, especially in today's war, especially with the opportunities that people can make on the outside. You don't even need to leave your home to make a living nowadays. You can work remote. So maybe we got to start getting creative with our recruiting ideals. How about this? How about a Zoom basic training? Yes, in your house basic training. I can't even say that with a straight face. To be honest, I do not know how this recruiting crisis is going to be solved, especially with the caliber and just how dynamic the world is. People don't want to serve. Nobody wants to die for politicians, as you know. This is a very multi-dynamic scenario, so I'm very intrigued to see how the military plans on tackling this response. But yep, it's only going to get worse, folks. It's only going to get worse. Well, folks, that is all the news we have to discuss today. If you enjoyed this video, please let us know by hitting that like button, getting down in the comments section, sharing your opinion, and also, of course, subscribing to the Pop Culture Field Manual podcast. If you'd like to stay up on the latest when a new video is being released, whether it's from the debrief, from the podcast, or the first formation that Izzy is in charge of, go ahead and make sure that notification bell is turned on so you can know when a new video drops. Folks, this has been The Debrief. See you next week.